Following is a paid program, and the views expressed on this show do not represent the views of WJZ-FM, CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
This is Dog Talk with Michael J. Solar on 105.7 The Fan. Every Sunday morning from 7 to 8. Michael, master trainer and owner of Blue Line Canine Dog Training, will bring you the answers you need, making your life with your dog the best it can be. Now, here he is, Michael J. Solar with Dog Talk on 105.7 The Fan.
Hey, everybody, and good morning on this lovely Sunday morning. I got to take a second real quick and just say, every Sunday I come down here, and this Sunday in particular, I was a little nervous last night for some reason, and I didn't get too much sleep. And, man, when that intro started, I got pumped up. I don't know about you guys, but I got really excited. And it's not just because it's my intro. What's funny about it, I'll give you a quick story on it, is when we were getting ready to start this show, and my rep here at 105.7, she actually was the one that designed the intro here. I got nervous. I was like, who let the dogs out? I was like, I don't really know if I want that as an intro, but they did a heck of a job. It really does pump me up and get me excited to talk to everybody and go over some real fun and exciting things that go on. And as you know, this show is not just about training your dogs, but it's also about fixing bad behaviors and creating a harmonic relationship between everybody that's in the dog world as well as people. So we want to, show that everybody in this world can be together and we don't have to hate it all. And then today, just to let you guys know, same as last week, we have Joe, my Artie, right? He threw him off guard again. He's not even ready to say hi. We're waiting on him. He's getting there. He should have been prepared. I told him I was going to do this to him. He's getting there.
I'm struggling over here.
We can see the struggle, man. We can see the struggle. But we're going to keep you live on the air with me today. And we also have another special guest, somebody near and dear to me. She was on the show a couple of weeks ago on Mother's Day, and it's my wife, Tara. Say hi.
Hi, everyone. All
right. So I know a lot of people have weird questions and things like that. And that's one of the reasons why I like to constantly have guests here and on the show and bring people in. And what's really neat about this is that I get to talk about my week with you guys and things that we went over. So throughout the show, we're going to be asking Tara questions that typically pop up, as well as telling you guys where you can meet me and things like that. And I want to say that if you guys do have any events coming up you want me to come to, talk to you guys, whatever, even you have an event popping up that you want to put on the air, just please feel free to give us a call here at 410-583-1057. Follow us on Facebook at Michael J. Solar Dog Talk or Blue Line Canine Dog Training. You can also check us out online at bluelinek-9.com, or you can give us a call at 1-800-266-2365. So today's episode, we want to talk about a few things, some things that came up this week, one of which is, picking that right trainer, as we talked about last week. People tend to fall victim to pricing instead of doing the research on the trainers. And we spoke about this a little bit last week, how there's really no wrong training technique, and you need to take the time to find that right trainer and make sure that you're molding properly with there. And that's why I always say there's a little quote that I have that I tell people is you can't do something wrong unless you know how to do it right. So one of the things that I came across this week as I met new people and even worked with other clients and stuff is that they're so quick to take a blame or pass a blame or, state they're doing it wrong or they've been doing it wrong. And I'm not a firm believer into that negative aspect. There's no reason to beat yourself up or look down on things that we're trying to do in a positive. You got to make sure that you're in the right place too when you're training your dog. So if you're thinking that you're doing it wrong or you feel like you're doing it wrong when somebody gives you a new tip to help solve a problem, stop blaming yourself. It's not you got to look at it in a sense of you were doing everything you felt was right at the time, and somebody gave you a tip to fix the thing that wasn't getting fixed. And no one's really saying what you were doing was wrong. We're just saying it wasn't working for that scenario. I mean, there are plenty of times that you're going to come across something that is going to be perfectly fine with the technique you were doing. Some personalities don't mess with it. That's why we have trainers, because and that's why there's so many different styles of dog training out there to begin with, is because every dog is different. Every family dynamic is different. Everything is going to be completely different. And when you have those different scenarios and those different personalities, just like people, you're going to have to adjust the teaching. You're going to have to adjust the learning. You're going to have to adjust the techniques to get the result that you're looking for. And that's why I always tell people you can't do something wrong unless you know how to do it right. Something I live by. It's my quote of the day. It is my quote, by the way. So it's one of those things to look at. The other thing that we're going to be going over today is just some common questions that pop up. So I brought Tara here. Tara is my wife, is one of my longest reigning sales reps, as you can guess. And she comes across a lot of questions from people. And so today we're going to have her basically throw some of those questions at me. So Tara, what are some of the common questions that sort of pop up now that I just threw you on the spot?
Well, there's so many. I think the most commonly asked question would probably be, how do I get my dog to just be calm?
So an excellent question. Like, everybody always wants to know, hey, I just got this puppy, and he goes and he starts running around the house randomly throughout the day. A lot of people call them the puppy zoomies and things like that, where your dog will be sitting there resting and over suddenly get this burst of excitement and just start running around the house. There's actually nothing wrong with that. It's a natural behavior for the dog to do that. It's like an adrenaline rush that they go through. And it's typically going as the same as children. They're growing, so their body is dealing with those things. And what you want to do is sort of take advantage of that opportunity to get the dog to focus and learn with you. So when you're training dogs, to break this down a little bit easier, I know I've seen like I'm stumbling over my words here, but one of the things that you want to look at with dog training is there's a little thing that I have actually printed in my office. It says, never stop training. A couple of people always ask me is, how many times a day do I need to practice this? Should we do it for 20 minutes? Should I do it for 10 minutes? Well, the truth be told is there's 24 hours in a day. And if you're in the same room, you're training. If you're ignoring the dog, if you're paying attention to the dog, if you're doing anything, even if you're just walking through the room and the dog's laying there, it's training. So when your dog has those zoomies, your reaction to the zoomies is teaching the dog the behavior that you want them to exhibit during that time. So if you start yelling at them for that or correcting them during that time, they're going to look for that, and they're going to push that into their brain, and they're going to create that as a habit. It's from conditioning. So you want to sort of take advantage of it to try to get the dog to focus in on you, get the dog outside to play interactive games with you, do that kind of stuff. So when the dog's getting that adrenaline rush, you're actually teaching the dog to focus in on you during that period of time, and really have the ability to keep complete control of themselves and listen to you during that time. So as they get older, or if something occurs where they have a burst of energy. So for example, if you're walking down the street and they see another dog or a person or balls being thrown, essentially distractions, then the dog's going to know that when you give them a command, they're good to go, right? And that's one of those difficult things to remember while we're training dogs, is that it's very easy to get a dog to pay attention to you when you're in that cool, calm, crisp environment, So when you're training, you almost want to set your dog up for failure. It's what I always say is, we train for failure and work for success. And it's a weird way of thinking, but when you're out there doing stuff, every moment actually counts. You can't sit there and say, well, this is just practice. We're going to let it go by. Like I tell people all the time is I only believe in game time. So it's either we're out there to win or we shouldn't even be bothering to be out there. Practice is game time. You are practicing to win. So when you're out training your dog, you have to look at it with the expectations of when to stop and how to succeed. So when you start working your dog, you want to train your dog in a distraction-filled environment and have that struggle and set yourself up for minor successes in order to know that the dog is winning. So one of the things that I first start out with dog training is name recognition. And a lot of times when we meet with people, they're like, oh, my dog knows their name. And I'm like, no, they don't. Because when I say your dog's name, they completely ignore me. Now, when I say your name, on the other hand, you give me your time and attention immediately. And what we don't realize is that how long did it take for us to learn that? We sit there for about a year saying our kids' names to them. You know, I mean, I'll never forget my son when he was born. We go in there and we see him in the hospital and stuff. And even when he came home, you know, we would see him all the time, my two kids. And every time somebody would go near him, it would be, "Hi, Travis. Hi, Hunter." And they would smile, and it would be this big, happy interaction the entire time. Right. And it's constant name recognition. So there's a huge conditioning going on with our kids that winds up being a long-term investment that we don't even pay attention to as humans, that we put into this 1 year. I mean, think about it. Your kid's not running around. They're not crawling. They're not doing anything bad. I mean, honestly, all they do is, eat, go to sleep, and eliminate. So why are we spending so much time on it? Well, the thing about it is we don't even realize that we're spending that time doing that. But a year from there, when your kid starts to walk or crawl, now all of a sudden we start using the name to redirect them, right? So your son or daughter starts crawling into a different room, and you, "Hey, Travis, come here, buddy. Hey, buddy." And it's still happy-go-lucky. And then as they say, the terrible twos and terrible threes, the troublesome threes come into play, the name starts being corrective. Well, the thing that we're not paying attention to is that you have a year to 2 years worth of positive association to the name. So the name itself, even though now it's sort of becoming corrective, it winds up being a reward-based creation. There's more positive associated with that than there is negative, which means the instant response is going to get the high level of reward. And we like that. It's natural for us. So even though that we're a lot older now, we still have a year to 2 years worth of more positive than negative being built into those things. And that's where I looked at it and I said, well, maybe if we bring that into dog training, it would be the same way. So with Blue Line Canine, what do is we use the name recognition with a dog to represent 4 points. You know, so instead of teaching 4 additional commands, we actually use the dog's name the same way we would use a human's name. We use it as a direction, a correction, a recall, and a focus. So instead of teaching your dog no, or any other sign of dolphin noise that you can make, and I always tell people when they make those noises that, you know, SeaWorld might have an opening, is that, you shouldn't be going around, I mean, as a kid, I used to watch the show Flipper, and that's what we heard in the show. And I can't fathom why that would work in a dog training world. I'm not really a fan of making yourself into a correction. I prefer my dogs to look at me as the high level reward. Now, I can't say that there shouldn't be a negative or shouldn't be a correction. It's just not for me. And that's where I see the name recognition coming into play. If I could create a simultaneous event to occur with one single command, such as the dog's name, what could I get off of that? And that's where it comes into me, where saying my dog's name is going to get my dog to immediately stop doing what they're doing, hence the correction. It's going to redirect them, the direction, to what I want them to do, which is to pay attention to me. I'm going to get them to pay attention to me. There's your focus. And then, of course, if they're a good distance away, they're going to come back to me because I'm going to reward them, which means my recall. So in one single command, I have 4 different simultaneous actions occurring. And the results are just uncandid because now my dog looks at me as this high level reward. I'm the one that's going to disperse the love, the attention, the biscuits, the toys. I'm the one that's going to be doing that. So instead of me being the one that used the shaker can, spray bottles, and telling them no and what they can't do, I'm the one telling them what they can do, simultaneous of telling them what they can't do. They don't even realize that I've corrected their bad behavior. And that's the craziest thing about it. You know, if you take that time to sit there and just like you would with a person, teach them their name. And it's a very simple thing. What you want to do is if you're in a room with your dog in your house and you have, hardwood floors or a laminate floor or something like that, that's non-carpet. If you do have carpet, be a little bit more cautious of this because, you don't want the dog digging in it. So if you're going to use carpets, just make sure you're not using treats that are going to crumble. Make sure that you're able to get the treat completely. But what you do is you just really simply go in the room, say your dog's name. One time. Just remember, it's one time. So if their name is, Benny, you only want to say Benny one time. You don't want to say Benny. No, it's just Benny. All right. So it's just going to be simple. Benny. And then with Blue Line Canine, we use the marker word of yes, good boy. That's going to be our catchphrase here. So in this case, we would have Benny, and we had Benny walking around the room, and we'd say, yes, good boy, when he immediately looked at us, right? So Benny, he looks, yes, good boy. And when he gets excited because I just did that high-pitched, yes, good boy to him, I'm going to drop a treat on the floor. He's going to come over, and boom, I'm going to start petting him. Now you go, well, Mike, why'd you drop the treat on the floor? Well, I don't want Benny to look at me as a treat dispenser. What I want Benny to look at is that coming to me creates this magic of happiness. And when he's near me, that's going to be the key. So if he's next to me and I get to pet him and reward that behavior, that's going to be the key for him to get that conditioning. And now, of course, once he figures out this drill, he's going to stay right next to you, right? Because he's super excited that there's treats being dispensed and things like that. So what you do is you let him go again. You just ignore him, walk into a different room. And that's why training is 24 hours a day, because you just can't sit there for 30 minutes and go, oh, he's got it forever. Because no, you're conditioning it. So you should do it randomly throughout the day, throughout the house, all the time. Now, all of a sudden, without even realizing it, you go, oh no, he's going to jump on the furniture and I don't want him on the furniture. Well, guess what the drill is to correct him from that bad behavior? Benny, and then he runs over to you, a treat gets dispersed to the floor, and yes, good boy. So now all of a sudden he goes, hey, every time I'm around dad or mom or anybody else in the house, I'm getting rewarded. But when I jump on the furniture, for some odd reason, they keep calling me. So without even realizing that you're correcting that behavior, he thinks that just being around you winds up becoming a positive, and he just wants to hang out with you all the time, which is preventing all the bad behavior. The other neat thing that you could do too is, if you don't want your dog doing that kind of stuff, and this is something that I always tell people to pay attention to, is reward the wanted behavior. I mean, how many times a day do we ignore the dogs doing what the behavior we want? I mean, all kidding aside, bad behavior, good behavior, we give the dogs the attention when they're doing stuff that sort of bugs us. Would you agree, Tara?
Oh, absolutely. Same with kids.
So when we think about that, in the irony that she just said, as what you do with the kids, you know, they always say when the kids are acting bad, oh, they're just doing it for attention. What do you think your dog's doing? You think maybe the dog's sitting there doing it for attention, maybe? So if they're jumping on the furniture and they get you to run over and correct them, they're probably going to sit there and be like, hey, if I want attention, I just got to jump on the furniture. Hey, I want mom and dad to play with me. I want the kids to play with me. I want that kind of stuff. That's what they're going to do. They're going to touch that bad behavior. Now, if they see that you just call them to you and give that reward, then they're not even going to put that together, because you're constantly giving them the positive instead of the negative, trying to get them off the furniture. So now in this case, your scenario is going to be really simple. If the dog gets on the furniture, the dog's going to get overwhelmed with constantly being pulled off the furniture with reward instead of correction. The dog's going to sit there in their mind and say, well, it just doesn't make any sense. Every time I go on there, I just get called off. So I might as well just not get on there, because I actually want to rest. Now here comes the kicker. So now your dog goes over to the dog bed and lays down. And what do we mostly do? We ignore the dog because the dog's being good. Does that make any sense? At least not to me, it doesn't. So if you see your dog and he's laying or she's laying on that bed and being all cozy and comfy, take a biscuit and just throw it to your dog. Don't ask them to do anything. Don't tell them anything. Don't say their name. Don't anything. Just take a treat and throw it over to them. You know, and that's what you want to work on. We're going to take a quick break here. If you guys have any questions, concerns when we come back, it's 410-583-1057. You can check me out on Facebook at Michael J. Solar Dog Talk or at Blue Line Canine Dog Training. Talk to you guys soon.
Rocky is 4 months old and learning new commands with Blue Line Canine Training and Rehabilitation.
Rocky, today we're teaching you your name.
Rocky? I'm a Chihuahua, but okay.
Rocky, next you will learn how to come.
Here I am.
Rocky, now wait at the door.
I'm here. Where we going?
Puppy and off-leash training programs customized to meet your needs with homework assignments for you and your dog.
What? Homework?
Blue Line Canine Training and Rehabilitation. Visit blk9.com.
Pet Nirvana in Bel Air focuses on nutrition for your pet and savings for you. We strive to provide customers with brands that we know and trust for our pets. We want our own pets to live long, healthy lives, so we promise not to feed your pet anything we wouldn't feed our own. Pet Nirvana in Bel Air is locally owned and operated with talented full-service groomers and a self-serve pet wash station. Check out Facebook/Pet Nirvana for upcoming Pups on the Patio events. Pet Nirvana is located in the Amiclay Shopping Center, 1202 Agora Drive, Bel Air.
A night out never felt so good. A happy hour never came together so good. A big game never thrilled so good. Tilted Kilt, a cold beer, never looked so good. During Baltimore baseball games, 24 tap handles to choose from and 100 Oz beer towers available starting at just $19. Happy hour daily at 3 p.m., now extended to 7 p.m. with half-price appetizers and taps. American Pub Fare with a Celtic twist, only at the Tilted Kilt on the Avenue at Whitemarsh.
A summer of grilling and chilling is in Dad's future. Get the backyard ready with everything you need to transform it into Dad's Zone at Homestead Gardens. Grills, smokers, and all the accessories. Don't make Dad do the heavy lifting. Purchase any grill through June 18th and enjoy free local delivery and free assembly. We'll even haul away your old one. Top brands include Weber, Big Green Egg, and more. Visit homesteadgardens.com. Live life outdoors this season with Homestead Gardens, Davidsonville, and Severna Park.
Is your house starting to feel hot and muggy, or is your home's AC on its last leg? Summer is here, and so is the heat, so it's time to start thinking about getting your AC system in tip-top shape. For over a century, Farnan & Dermer, the comfort guys, have been keeping families like yours comfortable with their energy-efficient HVAC systems. Schedule a tune-up with Farnan & Dermer today for just $89, or you can purchase a new system with special financing available. Not to mention, Farnan & Dermer has same-day air conditioning repair. Also, ask about our train systems. Farnan & Dermer's powerful train systems will keep you comfortable day and night, and they'll keep your utility bill in check. Take it from the comfort guys, it's hard to stop a train. So keep your family comfy no matter what the weather brings, and call the comfort guys today at 410-902-0020 or visit them online at comfortguyshvac.com. That's comfortguyshvac.com. Farnan & Dermer, Baltimore's most reliable air conditioning, heating, and plumbing service. They're the comfort guys, and they've been making your family's comfort their family's business since 1902. Subject to credit approval, contact Farnan & Dermer for details.
At the Home Depot, we've got more great ways to do windows than anyone. Choose from a huge selection, in-store and online. Design custom window treatments in-store or use our online tool. Even schedule an in-home appointment with a designer. With so many choices, nobody does windows like we do. Come in now for easy-to-use cordless cellular shades starting at only $24.97 from America's #1 retailer of blinds and shades, the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Offer valid through June 30th in store and online while supplies last.
Hey, America, want some fun? Yeah. Want some games? Tonight on ABC.
You got what you asked for.
Amy Schumer and Kelly Clarkson go toe-to-toe on the premiere of Celebrity Family Feud.
One of you is headed to YouTube.
And Steve Harvey puts the fun in funding big ideas in the new Thunderdome.
You seen it all? Oh, yeah, I thought I did.
Then the return of the $100,000 pyramid.
I love this game.
It all starts tonight, 8/7 Central, part of ABC's Summer Fun and Games.
Sometimes people can be so cruel. You may have heard the fat jokes, and you go home and you look at yourself and you really start doubting yourself. I know it's not a comfortable situation. I say that because I've been there, you know. People that I haven't seen in years, they would see me a couple of years ago and say, man, you've gained a lot of weight, not knowing what it did to me emotionally. But instead of getting angry with them, I did something about it myself. I called Medifast Weight Control Centers after trying so many other diets, and they never said the word diet to me. They always talked to me about changing my eating habits, changing my lifestyle. You can jumpstart your summer right now and lose your first 10 pounds free at Medifast Weight Control Centers. You won't believe how fast you can lose the weight, and then the pounds will just keep coming off and you'll look great this summer. Get your first 10 pounds free with Medifast Weight Control Centers. It's safe. Over 20,000 doctors have approved this since 1980, including my doctor. Medifast Weight Control Centers has made a change in my life, and they can do the same for yours. Get started today with LoseWeightWithRob.com.
Welcome back to Dog Talk with Michael J. Solar, your go-to guy for everything dog. Heard every Sunday morning from 7 to 8, providing valuable insights that you will want to take note of. Once again, here's Dog Talk with Michael J. Solar on 105.7 The Fan.
Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm telling you that music just gets me fired up. I mean, I started dying out there. Now I'm hearing it again. I'm getting all super excited. So look, I'm going to continue with my thought, but I want to go over a few things with you guys, some events that are popping up. Today, Blue Line Canine is going to be at 2 different events. We're going to be at the dog event here in Joppa, Maryland for the Lions Club, which is just going to be Dog Day with the Lions Club in Joppa, Maryland. You can come out and meet me and my wife after the show. We're going to be at the park in, I think it's Mariner Park in Joppa. And we're also going to be at Barron's Canine Country Store today as well from 9 to 1. So if you want to come out there and meet us, ask us any questions about dog training, it's going to be up in Harford County. Both in one's going to be in Bel Air, which is Barron's Canine Country Store from 9 to 1. Come out and meet Blue Line Canine. Or you can meet us in Joppa at the Lions Club dog event. You can also check us out on July 12th. We're going to be doing a Facebook Live event with the Helix Tattoo Lodge. If you remember Justin Holcomb from an earlier episode, he's going to be tattooing me a memorial tattoo in reference to my family and my dogs and stuff like that. So again, we're going to be touching back on how deep our dogs do touch us emotionally and things that we do to cope with the loss of them. We're also going to be at Pet Nirvana August 10th for a free event that they're going to be hosting, which they call Pups on the Patio. And we're going to be there teaching about puppy socialization as well as selling our new book that's coming out that August. And it's going to be a great event. You can also check out Pet Nirvana's events, which are it's going to be every second and fourth Thursday of every month starting this month. So you could check out their Pups on the Patio at mypetnirvana.com, and you could see the different events that they have there and different guests that they have coming up to their events. So those are things that you could check us out and meet us live. If you have a live event that you would like us to attend or interested in having information being brought out, you could check me out on Facebook at Michael J. Solar Dog Talk at Blue Line Canine Dog Training. You can give us a call at 1-800-266-2365, or you could call us today on at 410-583-1057, which is the radio show here, and talk to me now live on the air. All right. Well, now that we got all that kind of stuff out of the way, I want to go back into what we were teaching a little while ago. And what we're saying about all these kinds of things is teaching the dog to look at you as the high value. And remember that it's all about conditioning behaviors. You know, we do things all the time to teach conditioning. And a lot of times we never even take consideration what that all comes down to. And as I said earlier, when your dog's laying on the bed being a good dog, you want to throw the treat over there to let the dog know that is the behavior you want them to do. Not the zoomies, not the running around rampant, jumping on furniture, not the digging at or chewing on your stuff. And that's why you want to make sure you're giving the dog the attention when they're being good. Now, one of the things that comes up when the dog's laying down, they're like, well, yeah, Mike, the problem is that I want the dog to stay laying on the bed. So I'm afraid that if I go over there and give them attention for laying on the bed, then I'm going to pump them up and give them the zoomies and create bad behavior. That is why we wanted to simply throw the reward over there. You know, we don't want to make it out to be that it's a big deal that they're laying there, because of course we're going to get them pumped up and excited. So you want to just throw that treat over there, and that's sort of why you want to do that. Or just say good boy or good girl when you're walking by them. Good boy, right? It's a good bedtime, right? Good bedtime. Take a quick nap. I love you, buddy, right? All that kind of fun, interactive things is going to let the dog know that you are giving them attention during those behaviors. And that's the kind of stuff that you want to look for. Now, some of the things that comes up is like our marker words. So one of the marker words, or pretty much the infamous marker word that Blue Line Canine uses, is the word yes. And the reason why we use the word yes is because it's one of these emotional words that we're very reserved with saying. I mean, I every time I come across somebody, and I listen to them, just talk to people, they will say everything in the world besides the word yes. I mean, it's one of those things that we are so hesitant. I mean, it has to be such a joyous occasion for us to use the word yes. I mean, if you have kids and your kids are asking you for something, you would be like, well, go ask your mother. At least that's what we say. Or go ask your father. It's the flip of it, right? And then they're like, well, what does your mother say? Or what does your father say? And it's this big, long conversation to be like, yeah, do what you want. Well, how come we just can't tell them yes? Why do we have to say, yeah, it's okay? Yeah, or it's okay. You can do it. I guess so. There's all these things around it. Well, what it is that we as humans are very reserved and cautious to being overexcited and letting our weakness down. And our weakness is showing people our pure happiness. Well, ever since you were a little kid, the only time that you would hear the word yes was for 100% reward. I mean, think about it. I mean, here we are in a sports station, and I guarantee everybody here listening is going to be a sports fan, because it'd be a little awkward for you to be listening to a sports station, not be a sports fan. But you think about it. Your favorite player hits the ball and it becomes a home run. First words, yes, good, yeah. All these types of excitement's coming out. So the word yes comes out. Your kids are playing sports. They score basket. Yes. You do anything that's going to be high drive, high excitement. You did something great. It's going to be the word yes. But when we get to our dog training, it's okay. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. And now you think about it. If you were a dog and you're like, hey, I just sat for you. And you're like, okay. Dog's like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to go chase the ball now because that's more exciting than you. Well, then we got to think about that. What do we want the dog to look at with us? We want them to be focused on us. So we want them to feel that excitement of yes, that power of yes coming out of you. So that's why we believe in the power of yes. Now, the other funny thing is they go, well, what do you mean by marker? Well, they have this famous training called clicker training out there. The only downside is when I became a clicker trainer, it was so funny is every time I went to class to become a clicker trainer, I would be feeling my pockets, as if I, lost my wallet, I guess, just feeling my pants up and down, going through in every pocket in the world. And guess what I realized? I don't have a clicker. Oh no. What do I do? So somebody said, well, Mike, you could just snap your fingers. That's a great idea. Except for the fact that gets annoying after a while, right? But you know what I started realizing is that has to be conditioned too. I have to condition the dog to realize that the clicker is a positive. I have to condition a dog to get the snapping of my fingers to be positive. Anything that I want the dog to associate as a positive, I would have to condition. So why don't I just do something that's going to be natural? Keeps me 100% focused and energetic myself, and it keeps everybody around me feeling good. I just use the word yes. So every time my dog does something great or good, I would just simply say yes. As you can tell, I have a nice high-pitched voice, and it draws the dog into it. Now, and everyone's sitting there going, well, I'm a big burly guy. Well, I'm going to break it to the world. I'm a 260-some-plus pound male, former Marine, combat veteran, current police canine handler, and if I'm the one that's going to be out there on the side of the road working my dog or doing anything, and Joe's actually laughing at me right now. My wife's not because she's used to it, but Joe is laughing at me right now because if I'm that guy, now I know you're all picturing me right now, and even I don't even shave all the time, so I'm a big scruffy dude too. I am going to get down and dirty with your dog and be like, yes, good boy. And if I can do that without any excitement, just think about it. I just did that on the air live on 105.7 here without you and not in any fear of any of this. Listen, guys, this is the way it's going to be. You have to be energetic with your dog to get them focused on you. So if you're going to be like, sit, yes, good boy, that dog is going to be so excited for you. And they're going to repeat those commands so many more times so quickly. Heck, I'm so excited. I'm choking on my coffee over here that, now I got everybody laughing at me in the studio. It's one of those things that you have to enjoy. And I always say this, listen, if you're embarrassed, you are doing it right. So if I'm going to teach your dog how to do something and you sort of feel like, well, if people were looking at me, they'd be making fun of me. Well, let me break it to you like this. If your dog's doing awesome, nobody's looking at you. That's the key here. Now, as a police canine handler, I could tell you a story that when I became a handler, I'm working my dog out on the road, and my dog did what he was supposed to do. He was doing his job, and I started doing this on the side of Route 40, major interstate highway there, 4-lane highway, and yes, good boy. And he gets rewarded. I start playing with the dog. Would you believe that nobody noticed how excited and that high pitched voice that came out and my goofballishness? Nobody noticed it. Nobody. Until we watched the dash camera later, that's when everybody noticed it, because now they're trying to pay attention to what I was doing. Where before they were just trying to watch the dog. And when you think about your dog, no one's really paying attention to how you're training them. No one's really paying attention to what you're doing unless the dog is doing something wrong. If the dog's doing something wrong, the first thing that other people do is they look at you going, hey, you need to get your dog under control. Well, let's get your dog under control. So that's the key here is going to be, let's hire Blue Line K9 to get out there and teach you guys these kinds of skills that are going to get you what you need to do to have a fun, happy, energetic life. I mean, that's why our slogan at Blue Line K9 is effective dog training made fun and easy. You know, we want it to be fun. We want it to be easy. We want it to be exciting for you guys, you know, and that's why I like the power of yes. So far in my life, I've conquered things that I couldn't even imagine. Even when I tell people the things that I've done in my life, people are like, well, Mike, how did you have time for it? How did you do things? Well, it was really simple. Instead of giving them excuses, I just simply said, yes. I always say yes. Even when I found my wife, the answer was yes. And believe me, she trained me well. So, and it, again, conditioning, she knew that I was believing the power of yes and I was going to say yes. So she gives me questions that make me do things that I would say yes to. So it's very simple. She got what she wants because I say yes, right? So it's a little neat thing, but that's just joking aside. Just wanted to make her giggle and make sure she was paying attention. But it's the key to life is to have a good time, enjoy your dogs, enjoy what you're doing with them. And remember, if you're doing it and having fun doing it, they're going to repeat it. It's conditioned behavior. Training should be 24 hours a day. You should never stop training. No matter the injury or not, you should be out there working your dog and believing in the power of yes. And just remember, if you're using the power of yes, you can't use no, right? Because dogs are going to learn that condition and they're going to focus on the reward. So which one's going to be positive versus negative? Who wants to go hang out with the guy that says no, right? So imagine if you're like, hey, Mike, do you want to hang out? No. Hey, Mike, do you want to go see a movie? No. Mike, do you want to talk on the phone? No. Mike, what are you doing? Nothing. Sooner or later, you're going to be like, I don't like Mike. I'm going to go find somebody else to hang out with. Hence why my wife believes in the power of yes as well, because every time she says, Mike, do you want to hang out? Yes. Can't wait to spend time with you. Can't wait to do these things. All you have to do is ask. You know, if you get on our Facebook page on the Michael J. Solar Dog Talk, you can even watch videos where I talk about these things, how the power of yes comes into play, how asking people for that kind of stuff. And again, I know we're going slightly off the dog training, but it's all consistent. Remember, your behaviors also reflect on your dog. Your dog is watching you 24 hours a day. They're watching you every time they're with you. So if you have a bad behavior, if you're doing something bad, your dog's going to copy that. You know, I couldn't even tell you how many times I've gotten a phone call saying, hey, Mike, my dog knows how to open doors. And I'm like, yeah, I know. They watched you do it. They're watching you all the time. They're just like kids. And they're going to be copying the things that you're doing. So if you're a negative person, there's a good chance that your dog might be negative. If you're nervous, your dog's going to be nervous. If you're scared, your dog's going to be scared. And a lot of times we even come across dogs where with our behavior modification program, where we're working with dogs and getting rid of aggressive behaviors and, you know, fearful anxieties and things like that. A lot of times people are like, oh, it's going to be high levels of obedience. And it's not. It's creating that relationship between the owners and their dog that they really wanted. They just were scared or nervous on how to get it and nervous and not sure what to do. And then they start calling up all these different trainers and Googling things or, you know, I call it oogling things, not Googling things, because essentially when you put something into Google and you start getting all these different feedbacks, I mean, honestly, the first 3 clicks that you click on are probably going to be contradicting to each other. So that's why I call it oogling. You're getting information that you really don't know about. And all it really comes down to is a relationship. Your dog is going to be the key to the relationship that you're going to be looking for. And if you're going to be doing it, you got to do it right. You know, you got to teach that positive behavior that you're looking for and build that bond between you and your dog. And, you know, with the behavior stuff, people will tend to get really frustrated and they start becoming very corrective. And the dog doesn't really know what you're looking for with that. And that's what a lot of times will push the behavior you're trying to get rid of, and it'll actually make it come out even more. All right, guys. So on that note, listen, we're going to be taking another quick short break. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call here at the radio station at 410-583-1057. Again, follow us on Facebook at Michael J. Solar Dog Talk or at Blue Line K9 Dog Training. You can also check us out online at bluelinek-9.com, or you can give us a call and set up some training evaluations at 1-800-266-2365.
Come on, show me yours.
Please? No.
I'll show you mine.
Really? You're bad.
No. Here.
Ooh, impressive.
You like it?
Oh, yeah.
It's your turn.
Don't you dare tell anybody.
Oh, I won't.
Let me slide these down. Is this what you wanted to see?
Oh, yeah. That is one fine tattoo.
The Helix Tattoo Lodge in Rising Sun, Maryland. Check out Facebook, the Helix Tattoo Lodge.
As your State Farm agent, I'm going to do something I've never done on radio before.
What's that?
Help you combine your auto and renter's insurance.
State Farm can do that? Wow, that means I can do anything on radio. Like discharge fireworks on unsuitable holidays.
I wouldn't do that.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody!
Oh, look, I'm saying State Farm helps life go right by helping combine policies only because we do that in real life.
That is so cool. Hang on.
No, not inside.
Happy Groundhog Day, too.
State Farm, here to help life go right. Call an agent today.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm calling about your car, the 2005 with the for sale sign in the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's selling a car the old-fashioned way, man. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have a VCR, so, dude, I get it, you know?
This is the only way I've ever bought my car.
Yeah, totally, man. You're selling a car from 2005 like it's still 2005. It's great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 2017. We could use an app like Letgo, but, yeah, whatever.
It's time to snap, post, chat, and sell. It's time to let go.
If there's one thing the pros at Advance Auto know, it's parts.
Advance Auto Parts and Batteries, this is Dion. How can I help you?
Hey, Dion, I need an oil change.
Oh, what kind of oil do you need?
Conventional.
Well, we have a special on 5 quarts of Valvoline for $23.99.
Wow, that's a great deal.
It runs real clean. It protects against cold starts, heat, and wear.
Perfect.
Sign up for Speed Perks, and you can save even more.
Okay, will do.
Now at Advance Auto, get 5 quarts of Valvoline conventional motor oil and a Purelator filter for just $23.99. See store for details. Also at participating CarQuest Auto Parts stores.
Ed Norris here for Renters Warehouse, Baltimore's Rent Estate Pros, helping everyday homeowners and investors to lease and manage their property easy, fast, and worry-free. Have you ever thought of putting your home up for rent? But why would you do that in a seller's market, you ask? Well, while selling a home may catch you some fast cash, renting a home keeps that cash coming month after month after month. Plus, you capitalize on long-term equity appreciation and tax benefits because there's always renters. Rent Estate is a foolproof, recession-proof, and retirement plan positive. And for one low monthly rate, a flat rate, Renters Warehouse will take the worry out of renting. They'll tend to your tenants, answer the 3 a.m. calls, collect the rent, and handle all the paperwork. Renters Warehouse also offers free tenant warranties, meaning if the renters don't work out, Renters Warehouse will replace them for free. So enjoy Rent Estate with Renters Warehouse by going online today for a free homeowner price analysis or call your local Rent Estate advisor at 410-878-7722. 410-878-7722.
You'd think with all the technology out today that we'd be better at remembering dates that matter. Well, Pro Flowers has come out with the ultimate solution to ensure this never happens again. Pro Flowers has just launched their brand new Pro Gifter service. This is the easiest fail-proof way to never forget an event and look awesome all year. The Pro Gifter service allows you to schedule 3 bouquet deliveries, same or different, to 3 different addresses or the same address up to 1 year in advance. 3 bouquets with vases and free shipping, all for $99. You're going to save time and money, up to $70 in savings. Pro Flowers buys directly from the best growers, so you know you're getting fresh flowers backed by a 7-day freshness guarantee or your money back. I know you're thinking of an occasion you should send flowers for right now. So go to proflowers.com and look for the Pro Gifter banner right on the homepage. Pick your flowers, set the delivery dates, and you're done. That's proflowers.com.
Are you tired of looking at your outdated garage door, or are you just ready for a change? No problem. Bob's Overhead Door is here to help. Bob's Overhead Door has a wide range of garage door options, so check them out today at bobsohd.com.
SH Block can eliminate your tax problems for good. Let our tax professionals get you the fresh start you deserve. Call 410-220-6939 or visit mdtaxattorney.com. SH Block, the local and reliable answers to your IRS problems.
Making your life with your best friend the best it can be. This is Dog Talk with Michael J. Solar, heard every Sunday morning from 7 to 8. He's got the insights for all your dog needs. Now, here's Dog Talk with Michael J. Solar on 105.7 The Fan.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back from that commercial break there. Hey, again, I just want to put out a quick shout out to all the events that we're going to be doing. So today we're going to be doing 2 events. One's going to be in Joppa, Maryland for the Lions Club. We're going to be there from 9 to 1 as well. You can come meet me and my wife after the show. You can also come up to Barron's Canine Country Store in Bel Air, Maryland. We'll be there as well from 9 to 1 today up in Harford County. We're also going to have an event at Pet Nirvana, which you can find on mypetnirvana.com August 10th. And you can also check out other events that they're having there every second and fourth Thursday of the month. And again, July 12th, we're going to be on Facebook Live talking about memorializing our animals, as well as when we're getting a tattoo by Justin Holcomb from Helix Tattoo Lodge. So you can also check us out there as well. So again, we're going to be recapping some stuff that we went over. And just like I said, you just remember, I guess let me stop stumbling over my words here and just let you guys know that you can't do something wrong unless you know how to do it right. And I want to explain what I mean by that, which is really simply this. In life that we're going out there and we're doing stuff, a lot of times we want to always beat ourselves down from not succeeding. And the thing is that, remember, you are succeeding when you're out there doing it. All right. And there's no other way I can say it except for this. Success is only defined by the person that is going out there doing it. We all have different goals. We all want to have the ability to do certain things. And remember, the success that you're going to be gearing yourself is where you want to be. Now, I know that sounds very inspirational and not dog related, but it is dog related. And it's also people related. It's all the way around the bend. The way you guys are going to get to know me really, really well is that I believe you have to be well-rounded to do things. And that means you have to be positive, not just in the world of dogs, but everywhere. You got to lead by example. You got to show people the right way. You have to help others succeed in the things that they want to succeed in. And remember, that is what I mean by this is that you can't do something wrong unless you know how to do it right. And because the simple thing is that you'll never know how to do it right until you've done it wrong. So the difference of it all is just simply this. Are you quitting, or are you going to get back up and do it again? And when it comes into dog training, we as trainers come across stuff all the time. And the craziest thing about it is that people always feel like they failed. And remember, if you're at that point where you're getting a trainer, you're at success. You've now decided that you've reached your pinnacle of knowledge, and now it's to get more knowledge. It's seeking more, which is, if you're seeking more, you are going towards success. If you're seeking more knowledge, if you're seeking the information to fix the problem, if you're going out there and looking for it, you are on the path of success. And that is why you got to keep going for it. You got to look for those trainers. You got to look for the problems or the solutions to your problems, right? So if you're out there and you're going to be that, let's say, the do-it-yourself dog trainer, which is absolutely fine. You can even jumpstart yourself with knowledge. You can get my book. You can get my book online. You can get it on Amazon. It's called Puppy Training Made Fun and Easy. It's a great, easy read. It jumpstarts your training. It's a good way of doing things. You can also get it on our website, which is bluelinek-9.com. You can go to our store and you can order it there as well. If you order from us, I can even autograph it for you. Just got to write us a little email and I'll autograph it for you before we send it out. But again, you can get that information to you very easily, and it jumpstarts you in the right direction. And that is the path to success. You don't always have to start at the bottom to figure it out. If you find the person that's already done it and learn from them, you're going to jumpstart yourself towards that path. And remember, you're not doing it wrong unless you're trying, unless you know how to do it right. And if you know how to do it right, the question is, why are you doing it wrong? Right? Why don't we just do it the right way? And that's the key here. So again, if you want to jumpstart your knowledge, you want to find out more about our philosophies, you can actually buy my book. It's Puppy Training Made Fun and Easy. You can buy it on Amazon, or you can buy it from our website, which is bluelinek-9.com. And you can really jumpstart yourself into that point. And that's going to be our new books coming out in August. So, this one's going to get you that one, get you jump-started that way. And then when you get the new book coming out in August to get your puppy socialization started, it's going to be a great little addition. Again, if you have any questions, you want more information, you want to hear about different things that we're doing, you can follow me on Facebook at Michael J. Solar Dog Talk or Blue Line K9 Dog Training. It's a good way to get yourself going. And like I said, we're going to get back into all the different stuff. And I just want to remember that coming out here today and talking to you on this Sunday morning is inspirational for me. It's truly a blessing for me to come out here and do these kinds of things and talk to you guys about the dog training that I've experienced throughout my life. And in my route of becoming a master trainer, I've learned so many different techniques, from clicker training to e-collar training to, police, law enforcement, to military, to service dogs, therapy dogs, things like that. And the training itself is just so dynamically different as well as similar. It all comes down to certain little characteristics, which is building the relationship with your dog. And if you guys have the right relationship, you can have the right training. And that's what it's going to come down to when you're figuring that out for yourself. If you're having problems with your dogs right now, the question is, what is it? Is it a behavior issue? Is it lack of training, lack of knowledge? And if it is, you remember, you didn't do it wrong yet. You didn't fail yet, because if you're out there listening to this show, if you're out there seeking more advice, you are doing the right thing. You are on the path to that successful point, right? One of the things that I get to work with, or I should say, some of the people I get to work with a lot in this business is people that are doing rescues, and I think they're great. And the people that provide the forever homes, they really take on a challenge that most dog owners are just not even prepared for, which is, you're getting a dog with some baggage. And one of the hard things about dealing with a dog with baggage is the fact that you can't ask them. And you know how difficult that is to try to figure out what a problem is when you're not able to talk to them. It's a very difficult thing. And we tend to try to listen to the backstory of our dogs. And I tell people sometimes it's really not that important. And the reason why it's not that important, because it's about the relationship that's going on today. And if you're going to build that relationship today, if you're going to go out there and start working that dog today, you don't necessarily need to worry about and feel bad and have the emotional connection to the past. What you need to do is figure out how to get it in the future. It's about taking those right steps in the right direction. It's about building the relationship from that moment forward. It's about showing the dog that you're not going to give up on them, and show the dog that you're the one that's going to give them all the things that they're looking for in life, the relationship, the toys, the fun, the energy, all that kind of good stuff. So to all of my forever home people out there, I want to say thank you for giving these dogs a second chance and being their forever home. For the rescues out there, I want to say thank you for taking the time and volunteering yourselves to run those programs. I mean, you guys are putting a lot of time and effort into that kind of stuff. And again, if you guys have any events that you want to be putting out here, if you want your rescue to get some more knowledge, experience, or something like that, if you'd like us to come out, please just feel free to give me a call. You can reach me at 1-800-266-2365, Michael J. Solar Dog Talk, or Blue Line K9 Dog Training on Facebook. Check us out online, bluelinek-9.com. And again, I'm very happy to help the rescues out there, because it's a lot of work to doing those kinds of things. And if we can get that opportunity to get you guys jump started with education, to work these dogs even in rescue and fosters and stuff like that, we'd be happy to do it, to get these dogs more of an opportunity to find their forever home. Again, because we know that it's a big challenge for families to take on a dog that's been rescued and worry about the backstory, worry about those things, and try to build that new relationship, unknowing or nervous about what could be. And we know we want to help you. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call out here and do those things. And again, we always believe in the power of yes with Blue Line K9. So if you're a firm believer in the power of yes, and you want great conditioning and you want some great training, please seek us out. We'll be happy to go to you. As I said last week in our show, we travel everywhere. So far, we've been all the way down to Montgomery, Alabama, as well as the state of New York, all over New Jersey, Maryland, Delaware. We have no problem going to where you need us. So if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call at 800-266-2365. You can reach me on my Facebook pages at Michael J. Solar Dog Talk or Blue Line K9 Dog Training. You can buy my book at Amazon or on our website at the store. If you have any other questions, we have a couple more minutes to our episode here. If not, I hope you guys have a great week, and I can't wait to see you next week on Father's Day and tell you some great stories that are going on. Tara, you have any quick sign-offs?
No, I don't.
I think she's been, as I talked to you guys last week about our 3 TVs in here, I think she's got mesmerized by the soccer and the baseball talk. She's a huge baseball fan, and I want to give a shout out to my son yesterday who got to play for the Churchville All-Stars. It was amazing to see these kids play that game, and again, it's great conditioning to show them team camaraderie, enjoyment, and the coaches did a fantastic job out there in Churchville baseball, having these kids have a great time and do these things. One of the neatest things that I even got to experience is a lot of our clients even get to take their dogs out to the fields for baseball and their kids' football games with the training that we do. So if you have any questions, feel free again to give us a call at 800-266-2365. Check us out online on Facebook at Michael J. Solar Dog Talk or Blue Line K9 Dog Training. See you guys next week. Thanks.
Blue Line Canine Dog Training can provide solutions to your dog's more challenging issues. They can help with dogs who are afraid to be home alone, aggressive dogs, dogs with thunderphobia, and excessively fearful dogs. Call them at 1-800-266-2365 or check them out at blk9.com for the current group class schedules and to book your appointment. That's blk9.com. Blue Line Canine. They believe in the power of yes. Looking for a great relationship between you and your dog? Want to control your dog under any distraction while maintaining that happy puppy personality? Blue Line Canine Dog Training and Rehabilitation has 10 years of service that guarantees results with effective dog training made fun and easy. Customized packages to the needs of their clients, such as puppy training, off-leash obedience, behavior rehabilitation, and much more. Blue Line Canine Dog Training and Rehabilitation offers group classes at a public location or private home training. If you can't make it to them, they can make it to you. Call them at 1-800-266-2365 or check them out online at blk9.com for the current group class schedules and to book your appointment. That's blk9.com. Blue Line Canine. They believe in the power of yes.
This is Bob Haney, and springtime is the perfect time to complete that roofing project at Landmark Roofing. They're having a blowout springtime sale. Family-owned and operated Artie, Rob, and Shannon will take special care of every step of your roofing project. They offer top-of-the-line materials that include a 50-year warranty. Mention my name, Bob Haney, and they'll give you not $500, but $1,000 off your roofing project with 12 months, no interest, no payments. Call them at 443-223-7453 or check them out at roofingbylandmark.com.
This is Rob Long for Canby Motors Collision Repair. As you know, weather and driving can be unpredictable. Hail can cause damage, and of course, there's the everyday fender benders. What can you do? You can call Canby Motors at 3 locations. Visit them at canbynew.com. Tell them Rob sent you. You can even sing the jingle.
Canby Motors, collision repair. Your car can be new again.
This is Rob Long. It's funny we're talking about fireworks for selling beds with Ed Norris, but shop early during Mattress Firm's 4th of July sale and save up to $500 store-wide on the best brands. Right now, during their 4th of July sale, save up to $300 on brands like Hampton and Roads and Serta. Complete your sleep with up to $300 good towards a pillow, mattress frame, or mattress protector with select mattress set purchases.
And just in time for summer, get a Serta iComfort Temp Touch. It's a memory foam mattress with revolutionary cooling technology designed to support every curve of your body at an unbelievable price. And with queen sets starting at an exclusive $1299.99, nobody sells cool comfort for less, only at Mattress Firm. Presenting Beautyrest Black Hybrid, a multi-touch memory foam mattress with individually pocketed coils. It's a high-tech marriage of contouring technology and support comfort.
So do what Ed and I did. Improve your sleep night. Stop in a Mattress Firm near you.
As your State Farm agent, I'm going to do something I've never done on radio before.
What's that?
Help you combine your auto and renter's insurance.
State Farm can do that? Wow, that means I can do anything on radio. Like discharge fireworks on unsuitable holidays.
I wouldn't do that.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody!
Oh, look, I'm saying State Farm helps life go right by helping combine policies only because we do that in real life.
That is so cool. Hang on.
No, not inside.
Happy Groundhog Day, too.
State Farm, here to help life go right. Call an agent today.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm calling about your car, the 2005 with the for sale sign in the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's selling a car the old-fashioned way, man. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have a VCR, so, dude, I get it, you know?
This is the only way I've ever bought my car.
Yeah, totally, man. You're selling a car from 2005 like it's still 2005. It's great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 2017. We could use an app like Letgo, but, yeah, whatever.
It's time to snap, post, chat, and sell. It's time to let go.
We're here enjoying a meal at this diner to show how the Go Rewards card from Navy Federal Credit Union can earn you 3 times the rewards points at restaurants. Of course, earlier we were earning 2 times the points on gas. And we started the day earning points shopping because the Go Rewards card rewards you for all the places you go, every day. Visit NavyFederal.org for more information. Open to the Armed Forces, the DoD, veterans, and their families. Navy Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA.
When Dad needed help getting around, I became his driver. Soon enough, it was up to me to be his housekeeper and financial manager, too. When he moved in, I became his cook and even his nurse. But no matter what roles I play, I know I'm still his daughter.
We understand the roles you play. So to help, we created aarp.org/caregiving, where you can connect with experts and other caregivers. Visit aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Preceding was a paid program, and the views expressed on this show do not represent the views of WJZ-FM, CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
This is CBS Radio's WJZ-FM, HD1 Catonsville, Baltimore. Now broadcasting from the Fan Studios, built by Thompson Creek Window Company, the one window replacement company that does it all.